1 year since 52-year-old Tommy Brilley was last seen by his family and friends in Sumter. Brilley left Brewer's Bar on East Westmark in the early hours last August and hasn't been heard from since.
I don't know what took place that night. I said only the people who was at Brewer's and who was out there with him know what happened to him.
It's the last time 52-year-old Tommy Brilley was seen or heard from. Captured on video leaving Brewer's Bar and Grill around 2:30 a.m. on August 25th, 2017, after celebrating a co-worker's birthday. Since then, Brilley and his car have vanished.
A complete year without knowing where he is. I haven't heard his voice.
Tommy was a father to 8 children and would never walk away from his family.
Our world really turned upside down. We just need answers.
Well, man, here we go again. Let's hope for a better live stream. Thank you guys for joining me, and we are going to do a little bit of recap on Tommy Lee Brilley. And right off the bat, if you guys, I don't know what is going on with YouTube and this live stream's crashing out of nowhere, but if the live stream crashes on you guys on YouTube, you can go over to one of the many other channels that I'm live streaming on. Lots of people don't like X and don't like Rumble because of, you know, whatever reasons. That's cool. We are also live on Twitch, and we are also live on Kick, and I think that's even locals too. We're live too, so you can go to any of those platforms and watch them. Let's see if YouTube is going to hold out for us. I'm not feeling too confident about it, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think they got beef with me. I think it's the whole Rumble YouTube war going on. But happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a good New Year. I mean, I tell you what, I turned on the news, and man, it's starting off with a bang, isn't it? And yeah, not in a good way. Lots of people lost their lives last night in Louisiana, New Orleans. Very sad. But we're going to start off this live stream with the obvious. We're going to recap last night. I tell you what, I cannot figure out how to have a guest on this thing. That is like the missing link. So this is solo night. I was going to even try to have Adam on with a Zoom call, but I just tried messing with it, and it was a whole bunch of the same old. So no Adam, unless I could just give him a call and we'll have him on audio, and then we can talk to him a little bit. Might do that anyways, just for the hell of it. But let's start right off the bat with who is Tommy Lee. In that video you watched a second ago, it was about... That was dated. That was an older one. That was actually one of Adam's videos that he put out, one of the first videos we started searching for him. And obviously, Tommy Lee Brilley, he's been missing for like 7 years. He went missing August, or whatever 8 is. I feel stupid now. 8/25/2017. And that was Sumter, South Carolina. And it was one of those stories, you know, he was last seen in a restaurant, bar and grill. And he was out just having a good time, having some drinks. He had gone out the night with coworkers. He left around 2 a.m. To make a 15-minute drive home. And come to find out, he didn't even make it halfway before ultimately where he wrecked and where he was located just a couple of days ago. But we're talking about 7 years this family has been wondering, how can Tommy just go out with his coworkers and vanish without a trace? He was supposed to be eating, and he was supposed to come home. So he should be somewhere between the restaurant and home, right? But numerous searches. Can't tell you how many searches Adam and myself have done. Jason got involved, and he started doing some searching. Process of elimination. And Jason and Adam were out a couple of days ago, and they were checking a couple spots. Spots you wouldn't believe. And let me show you guys right off the bat where he was found. And right here, this is Sumter, South Carolina, right? You see my little mouse right here, right? Well, right here, Crestwood High School is a good starting point. So we're going to zoom in, go right here. This was the road that he would have taken to get home, right? Just south of the school, here's 2 creeks. So I'm going to turn on satellite and zoom in some more. And you can tell, when I tell you, like, look at these things, it's amazing that there is a vehicle here. Because, see, look how close I zoom in. Here's one little part of the creek, and then here's another little part. And I think this one right here, let's go to street view. Let's zoom in here and turn. Was this the one? Yeah, see, check this out. This is the street view of where they found his vehicle. And it was, so you have a small body of water here. You have this very shallow vegetated, so like it's almost like, it's probably like not even a foot deep. And then you got this hole right here. This was the hole that his car was found in. So, and he was coming the same way this truck is coming towards the camera. He would come around this corner. Let me go back out here for a minute. I guess the story goes, this thing is notorious for causing car accidents. People will come flying up or down this road in this very gradual curve, right? It's barely anything. But if you're going fast enough, you could lose control. And you notice there's no guardrails until you get to this bridge, right? So you've already gone past this curve. You've lost control. You went off into the grass. You scoot behind the guardrail. Let's go back here to street view. What was that? And there you go. Let's go to street view. Here's the guardrail. So he would have been coming right this way, went off into the grass, and this is impressive, to say the least, because he went behind here, and see on this side right here, he would have like either jumped completely over this first body of water or skipped right across it. Went across this, and this was where the car stopped, and this is where the car sank. 10 feet of brackish water. This was where Tommy Lee was found after missing for 7 years. Now, they're not talking about, like, officially a vehicle was found and there was human remains inside the vehicle. They are not releasing officially who it is. Obviously, the family has been notified. The police, they have to follow their protocol, and they can't just be putting names out there. But I can. And I'm 99.9999999%. This is Tommy Lee's car. And I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with this. They're going to confirm this very soon. I mean, he probably had identification in his pocket. You know, it's Tommy. Now, check this story out. The same day, like this, I think this was yesterday morning, 6 a.m., everybody met up at this spot to remove the vehicle, because the day before is when Adam and Jason found him. Well, they that night, about 4:30 in the morning, there was another vehicle that was found, but this vehicle wasn't underwater. This vehicle was actually burned up. Watch this really quick.
That first body was found right behind me here at Park Homes apartment complex. The Sumter County coroner, Robbie Baker, says that body was found in a burning car. Coroner Baker says identifying the first victim will be challenging because of how badly the body was burned. Sumter police first discovered the body around 4 this morning while driving past the apartment complex and seeing smoke coming from the back. Once they got to the back of the complex, they found a Ford Explorer completely engulfed.
Yeah, so that story is going to take a little bit longer to figure out who was in the vehicle. You know, they're going to figure out what that vehicle, who the vehicle belonged to. They're still going to be able to get VIN numbers off of it, but badly burned human remains. They're going to try to figure out who that is. That's screaming. I mean, that's screaming foul play to me. You know, I mean, unless I couldn't imagine that was an accident. But how crazy. And here's another crazy thing. That was also in Sumter, South Carolina. So, it's coincidence, right? Pretty crazy. And like the police have already ruled out that these are connected in any way. Obviously, Tommy Lee was leaving the restaurant. This looks like an accident. You know, was he inebriated or not? We don't know. Not really the details. Like obviously, you know, it's not going to make it any less or any more painful for the family. But let me see here. Looking at the chat really quick. Chat's working fine on my end. Rob, I don't know if you're having a problem or not. Let me see here. Michelle asked, did he have a small it was a BMW. Not sure of the make. Is 4-door, just your average looking BMW. Not too small, not too big, but it wasn't an SUV or nothing, but you know what a 4-door BMW looks like. So it was just enough to fit in this little hole. But it's crazy though, because apparently this is not the first time cars have crashed in this spot. They've had other vehicles crash right here. The police, actually, the investigators were kicking themselves when they got out there and talked to Adam, because they came out here while actively searching for Tommy and threw magnets out there, and I guess just missed the vehicle. So they just moved on. So how crazy is that for 7 years he sat there, and it was the investigators were so close, but sometimes you got to be so thorough, because how many times did they throw it out there? You know, did they 30, 40, 50, or 1 or 2 times? I'm not sure. But Adam and Jason, they threw their magnet out there, and Adam was fully, he's like, there ain't no way there's a card here. And sure enough, he threw the magnet out and nailed it. And that's how they found it. So there's I've been posting on Facebook and anywhere else really about the news stories that are coming out. Then they used lots of Adam's video that he was filming. So it's pretty cool. So if you guys go and like just search, don't search Tommy Lee Brilley, but human remains found in a car, Sumter, South Carolina. You'll see the video, the news stories pop up, or just go to my Facebook page actually, and then just watch it there. It's a pretty good news story, and they actually mentioned our nonprofit, which is really cool, because I want this nonprofit to be a huge success, and the best way we can make it a huge success is by success stories. Like, are they actually doing good? Are they actually finding people? And so far, since we've started the nonprofit, Adam and Jason have found 2 missing people, and they were really close to the couple down in Georgia. Like, they were there. So like, I don't know. That's a messed up situation, but you know what? They were on the right path, so they're doing the right things. Excuse me. But yeah, and then there's other, you know what? Before I move on too fast, well, fart. I didn't bring my phone with me. Oh well. Maybe if Candace is watching, she can bring me my phone. If not, we'll save Adam for another day. But so let's see here. Ask your questions, because I know last night you guys were asking a lot of questions about this case, and it was a huge shit show, so I didn't exactly know what I could answer for you guys. But I'm going through the chat really quick, seeing what's going on. Looks like YouTube's wanting to start glitching, but it's still going. Remember, if YouTube crashes on you guys, don't give up. Just go over to like Twitch or Rumble or Kick or X or whatever else, because I'm live on all those channels also at the same time. Yeah, last night we probably had a big audience, but then YouTube crashed out of nowhere. I don't understand why they don't like me no more, but it sucks. It didn't crash on YouTube the other day. I watched y'all saying it crashed in all your comments. Well, I took that. I don't know if you was watching it or not, but when it was live, it crashed. And then I took the live stream video and re-uploaded it. And then I put pre-recorded live stream. So you got to see the whole thing and all the in-between talk. So that might have been what you was watching, to be honest with you. Because I posted a video of the chat too. But I want to come on here too and talk to you guys and hang out. It is officially Monday, or not Monday, but the new year, first day, 2025. And burglar! Hi, Fee. I'm just talking about the new year and stuff, Brought me my phone. You better hurry back before it gets pitch black out there. It is. Well, good luck. What is what? It's a teleprompter. Yeah, I'm live right now. All right. It's cool. I appreciate it, though. Have fun. Don't fall. All right, she brought me my phone, so maybe we can talk to Adam here in a minute. What? Huh? Oh, that kid of mine. Let me see here. I had to look and see what's going on the phone really quick. But let me see here. I appreciate you reposting the live stream. Thank you. Let's see here. It crashed the first time I've experienced issues. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man. We'll figure it out. Let me see here. So, in other news, guess Sunshine Sonar search team. If you guys have no idea who that is, it's this gentleman right here. Is his Facebook page. I've talked about him before. I'll talk about him again because he's done it again. He has also found himself another missing person, solved another case. This was a 10-year missing person case, And this was the lady who was missing out of Florida. And her name was Katarina. Man, these names. Well, this was her name right here, if you guys can pronounce it, because I sure can't. Katya Belaya. Oh, man. I apologize right off the bat. But that's who was found. She went missing 10 years ago. And this is the sonar shot that they got. Looks like it's an upside-down vehicle. Pretty sure this is the rope with the magnet on it. And he's using down imaging right here with his with Garmin. You can't ask for any better, to be honest with you, when it comes to searching for cars. Garmin's live scan and picture, best quality ever. I'll argue to the death with anybody else. But this was their minivan pulling it out of the water, and this is on Facebook. These aren't my personal pictures. I'm showing Sunshine's pictures here. But like the circumstances of her going missing, I'm not too sure. Man, it's another one of those ponds right in the middle of a neighborhood. It's pretty crazy, right? Wow, look at that. I think I'm going through the pictures backwards. But there's another one. This is all pitch black. This is what Sunshine Sonar search team, Sunshine State, I always get it wrong. This is what this guy is working with, and he has solved more cases than I can even count. And he's on a tear. He's doing really good stuff, and this is what he works with. He's got himself a motor, a little boat with wheels on it, and that's all he's using. And he's got some Garmin equipment, and he's killing it. You don't need much to get into this if you really want to, help out, or just if you really want to get into this and just start doing your things in searching waters. Man, you don't need much. Honestly, the most expensive thing you would spend is on the sonar. Maybe the scuba diving gear if you actually dive. But cool picture. Yeah, he was out there all day because it was daytime when they first, look at that, the van was way out there. I think this is him. Remember last time I was talking to him, but I didn't know if he dove or not, but apparently he does. There's the other divers out there. Wow. He's got a lot of pictures. I only thought he had a couple. But let's see here. Send it to Elon. Yeah, he checks my posts. So there you go, man. He's on a tear. Let's go through some of his other stuff really quick. Give him some more credit. Let me see. It looks like he's made local 10 news, behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, actually, Sunshine was the guy that he came down, or up, actually, to Florida and searched a pond in Georgia and actually found the two missing, the couple from 44 years ago. And that was a huge case here in Georgia. So it arguably could have been one of the most famous cases of the most famous missing person case in Georgia. But that, wow, see, holy crap, I didn't know that, but they drained, it looks like they drained this whole thing. There's the car. Look at those pictures. That's wild. And these are all the stuff, like just some of the stuff that they pulled out, personal belongings. But they said to have gone missing with like 60 to like, I don't know, we'll say $60,000 worth of jewelry back 40 years ago. And this is some of the stuff they found. Look at this. This was her purse. It was very bedazzled. I'm sure it was a lot more valuable than what I'm thinking, though. There was rings, necklaces, all that stuff, and obviously there were human remains. So this was the car that they went missing in. Pretty darn cool. Like, everybody thought that this case was a like they were robbed. They got rid of the car, like at a chop shop or something. And everybody was wrong. It was pretty crazy. Looks like they tried to pull this thing out. They just got the rear end. That's probably why they drained it. Wow, look at that. That's a big old grill on that thing. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. But yeah, dude, if you guys want to start supporting Florida, the Florida guy, this is the guy you want to support. Other than that, kudos to Sunshine Sonar search team. What's going on over here on Facebook? Really quick, look at my phone really quick. Let's just call Adam. Let's just bug him a little bit. Tell him we didn't forget about him. What do you guys think? Make sure you guys ask your questions in the chat if you want to. Let's get him on the phone. How's this work? Is it down here? Up here? Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good. I see you're going live right now.
No, what are you talking about? Well, the thing about that is I instantly started messing with it, and I was running into the same problems, so I just backed out because I didn't want to mess up this live stream. So I figured we would just give you a call, and we do a little recap. But I don't know if you were watching or not, but I did pretty much brought up the details and stuff, and so what's the has there been any update? Have you talked to anybody? Anything like that?
I mean, I did another news interview with a different station today, just talking more about Tommy's case, and I mean, in this case, it's a little weird because normally when we solve cases, you know, we have to wait for the coroners to put out everything, and I guess from my understanding, they're going to put out something Monday.
Who's they? The coroner. I got you.
The official report will come out. But the news, and you know, I spoke to the family, so unofficially, with the family's permission, you know, they're saying it's Tommy. Usually the cases don't end up that way, but you know.
I mean, something like this. I mean, it's obviously his car. You know, like, were they able to find his wallet or anything? Did you ever hear?
Yeah, the wallet was there. That's.
Yeah, I saw the news story. I think one of the news stories you was in where they was talking to the investigator, and you could tell he knew. He just officially he can't say anything until they 100% know it's him, which I guess is just protocol with police. But
right. Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't, you know, say anything, but like the family said, they gave their blessing, and the news, even the news story they put, you know, however they phrased it, you know, families saying that it's Tommy's car. So under those circumstances, yeah. So he had his belongings in there and everything, which we'll
see. Did you hear about the other case, the car that was burned up and had a body in it?
Yeah, I did, and I know some people. I don't know anything about that one, but from what I was reading, some of the other people's comments, some people were kind of upset that they were combining like two separate, unrelated cases into one story, and I don't know.
Yeah,
how to feel about that.
I think it's pretty like it was kind of like coincidental, you know, two cars. Two human remains, right. The same night, same town, but obviously two completely different scenarios. So yeah, I don't know. Like I tried to find any information on the car that burned up, but there's nothing released yet. They don't know anything yet, so they're investigating. But Tommy's case, obviously, it's all but completely verified. This was the guy we've been looking for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still can't believe it, man. It's just, you know, there's not many cases that we jump around to cases so much, you know, because, you know, we'll spend 2-3 days or a week maybe, you know, searching for someone, but there's just so many cases. Like we're always jumping around, but this is one of the ones that, I mean, I personally, you know, I only live like, you know, less than an hour away, so I spent more time on this case and any of the other ones. Maybe, you know, the Demetria Watson case is kind of starting to get up there. It's starting to feel like, but
yeah, we put lots of hours searching for her. This last time we went there, I was actually really disappointed because I was like, I mean, I was thinking man, we're running out of spots on her, which makes me think we either missed her, which I don't think we did because we've really been thorough about the searches. And then, or she just traveled farther away than we thought. You know, like she went south, like you said, maybe to Brunswick, but she didn't have GPS and she wasn't good with directions, so that keeps hanging me up too. So I don't.
I have a few more spots I want to check. And we make these maps on Google and we mark a bunch of spots. I have more spots, and we haven't checked everywhere, but we have checked everywhere obvious, I would like to say. And there's a few more spots just to clear, but it might be, we might need to kind of, we kind of did start from the basics this last time when we went for a week.
Well, essentially we started over. We was in her neighborhood, and then we just started circling out. I'm thinking self-harm with her, so that's what's got me another hung up is like, where could she have gone to, to do whatever to herself that nobody saw because she left during the day? Or did she, because of the whole theory that Ring camera footage was actually doctored? But there's lots of question marks too.
I think there's, it's like with any of these cases, it's a lot of questions, and then it's sometimes they make sense, sometimes they seem obvious. Like in Tommy's case, he ended up on the direct path, the most quickest path he would have normally taken home. But then other cases, like I don't know all the details, but like the one you mentioned, Sunshine, just solved down in Florida. I think she was found, and that was one that we had searched for a lot like a year or so ago. But in that case, we from my understanding, like I said, I don't know the details, but I don't think she was found anywhere that made quite as much sense as like some of these cases, they just don't make sense where people end up. But it's from an investigative perspective, it's I think it's helpful to look at where people are found, or being found in relation to where we searched before, and see where we went wrong or see how close we were, and I think it just helps. I feel like every case we do, and every case that gets solved, we're learning more about how to help solve the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see here. Yeah, somebody was asking, did she maybe go meet somebody else? But she left her phone behind, so she wouldn't be able to contact somebody else, while she was on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she was going to meet anybody, because she didn't leave with any clothes either. Like, she didn't pack anything. She just left, and she was supposed to be at work that day, and I don't think she ever went to work, because the story goes she was actually going to get fired for something she did at work the day before. So maybe that triggered something else. Very weird stuff. What's next for Adam Brown? Where are we going, man? You got a plan yet? Because I've been talking Tennessee, and you've been talking Virginia and Alabama, and
I imagine we're going to Tennessee next. I do want to go back to like Huntsville area, search there more in Alabama.
Yeah, I got a few places, like I was telling you, that I want to search for at Huntsville, more west, but I don't think it's places we've hit yet. I told you earlier on the phone about it, but it's possible. I mean, it's just maybe that's the way he headed out of town. He never did go south to the river. He went west to the river, and it's just way upstream that we haven't checked yet. It's possible. I think he had a psychotic episode though, because he was schizophrenic, off his meds, and I think the word is that he was drinking in the middle of the night. So who knows what happened? Like maybe he just something happened in his brain.
I think we've covered a lot of the river. I want to check every pond around there personally.
I like the river just because it's easy. We can just sit in the boat and scan, little dive in, whatever.
Well, if you get your remote control boat, we can double cover and cover every pond. And I mean, there's only so many more spots in the river, I think, for us to check. We've been to Huntsville a lot.
My only other thought is if he somehow, like, I know that one spot where we pulled out all the cars where the river splits. I'm pretty dang confident he's not there. You know, because we've scanned that so many times, pulled out cars. There's no way I think we missed it. But the bigger section, like, what if somehow he just full send and somehow his car drifted to the middle of the river and we just haven't scanned that far out? Like, is it possible? I don't know. But some cars have been found that floated a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just gotta keep on searching. We'll see.
Neat. What'd you do last night? Did you party?
I slept. Try to catch up. Yesterday was a long day. We I guess and it felt like 2 days, but we ended up, I guess we found Tommy 2 days ago, but it was so dark and late they didn't want to shut the whole road down that night, so we decided to do it the next morning at like 6 a.m. So that's
yeah. Some people are asking me about there's a scammer on Rumble. I already took care of it. Well, yeah, I see what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm just deleting them really quick. It happens. But it looks like YouTube isn't crashed yet. Knock on wood. I probably just jinxed it. But did you hear? Obviously you did, because you're the one that told me about it, but I repeat it anyways. You remember, you heard about Sunshine doing what he does in Florida and found himself another one. I looked at the pictures, like I went over the pictures earlier, and for the life of me, that does not bring up any bells, because apparently we searched for her a little bit, and I can't remember. I don't remember that one. Did you make a video, or did I?
Yeah, we never put out a video because we for whatever reason, and we searched a lot of places. We didn't find anything, but from my understanding, and I haven't talked to Mike to confirm, but I believe it's one of the it was one of the bodies of water that we checked, but we only checked once. It was like a pretty large body of water. And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's we actually checked the other side of it, but I wasn't able. We weren't actually in the water. I sent my sonar boat out, and I couldn't. It was so big and long, I couldn't scan the whole thing. But that show you. I mean, some of these places, like, because they actually got in the water. We used to do that more with the inflatable boats, and now we don't do that more. But typically, the remote control. I don't think I had my remote control boat set up for that long of distance. I don't think it could go as far as it could go now, but still, it just goes to show you, it's important to clear and check the complete body of water, because it's you could be so close and then miss someone. But even look at the Tommy's case. 2 years ago, a car went in, and in the same spot where Tommy's car is. It pretty much went in right next to his car, and they pulled that one out. But they had no idea that Tommy's was right there. So
yeah, that's crazy that they managed to find the vehicle, remove it, and then somehow or another completely miss the BMW sitting right there. Was that car like in the same hole as Tommy's car?
No, so it was kind of like in that shallow area in the middle, but to the left, so it was like underwater, but some part of it was sticking out. So it was like to the right. Tommy's car was right in that hole at the bottom. I mean, you couldn't see it. It was 10 feet down there, 10, 15 feet.
That's wild.
So it's
were you nervous about gators?
No, not because it was just so cold. I mean, I knew if there was going to be any, that they wouldn't bother me. I mean, I wouldn't want to run into one, but I wasn't really that worried.
Yeah, I saw the news story, and I guess they used your footage for a lot of it.
Yeah. So they asked me for anything I had, so I sent them some footage.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm trying to put your news stories on the nonprofit social media pages to show people and potential donors that there actually is some success stories. But hell, apparently Jason and man, we gotta sign Jason or something. I don't know how that works with working with us, but we gotta make him official. Officially,
He's an official contractor.
yeah, he can only work with us because man, he's an asset. He definitely loves what he's doing. And could you imagine if he was like this, 100% being able to do this, which probably is hard.
I think that's what he wants to do. I mean, hopefully we can get him there.
He's in school right now for doing something, you said?
Yeah, he's in school. He does like X-ray technician at the hospital. So he's actually really knowledgeable, about like looking at bones and stuff. Like he's just like sitting there telling me, oh, there's the femur, there's this and that. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that, but he X-rays bones all day. So he knows.
Well, I'm sure you could recognize a femur. I don't know about anything else, but because femur is very unique. But collarbone, I'd be like, oh, look at the deer bone.
It's
something like that. Neat.
Neat.
Neat. What are you doing right now?
I am trying to work on this video. I think I'm about to post my first Demetri Watson part 1, like here in just a second, and then I'm trying to work on Tommy's video for this weekend.
Well, you better get on it because we gotta go back out because it's the perfect time to go out. It's like, I don't know, going to be below freezing. It's bitterly cold, but I got the trailer. I got the wait. I don't know. I'll post some pictures later for everybody to know what I'm talking about. But I ended up using the wrecker to take the boat off of the boat trailer, so I could fix the boat trailer. And I just like laid the boat down in the mud, and then I ended up coming up with this elaborate way to use the wrecker to pull the boat back up on the trailer. And it was probably incredibly sketchy, but it worked. And so like I painted it and everything, and I kind of blew a tire out though on the wrecker. I feel bad. I think I just busted the bead, but I'm gonna need somebody's knowledge to be able to air that thing back up.
The wrecker tire?
Yeah, that's not my truck. That was the wrecker.
Oh, I thought it was the trailer, the boat trailer.
No, that's one of the rear tires.
Oh.
I don't know how it happened because I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it go poof or anything, but some reason it just came off. So now it's just there. But I think it's possible. I just need those tools, like the thing that blows the air out really fast, air cannon. Need to get somebody over to the house that knows it. Like pretty much anybody that works on semi-truck tires would be able to fix this in a heartbeat. And probably charge like $100 just to come over for 5 minutes. But I'm gonna attempt it. I have a little compressor. I might get lucky. I've done that before, so I'll try. But no, we're gonna take the big boat out next, so hopefully it won't freeze to death. And I think we're gonna be good. I think we're gonna be good. I'm gonna clean it out tomorrow. So I'm thinking. What are you thinking? Have you looked any more in Tennessee, or are you just like letting me take the wheel on this one?
I gotta do some more research on that.
Yeah, those cases, they're newer ones. I mean, we might as well, but that means we'd have to start over in the rivers, at least in Knoxville, because we ain't been there since one of the cases went missing. So wherever that Dollar Tree or dollar store is at is where we should start.
In that case, that one's not near the water. Yeah, we got to do some more research. I want to talk to the detectives, too, to confirm. Because we've done some cases, and then we get out there, and then we search, and then we end up finding later that they were already found, and stuff doesn't get updated, which is what I don't want to happen.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Are you going to bring your dry suit, or are you just going to keep being a man and diving in your wetsuit?
Oh, gosh. No, dude, I was freezing. I'll say my hands were the coldest thing.
Did you even wear gloves, or you just... Oh, yeah, you used one of the other diver's gloves, didn't you?
I used crappy gloves, yeah.
Better than nothing, but how cold... Well, did you even find out how cold the water was, or is it... I don't know if you guys used the sonar or not.
Jason said 60, but it felt more like 40. No, I mean, I guess it was 50s, 60. That's probably about right.
God, I don't know about 60. I mean, you dove those cars when we was looking for Dimitri, and the water was like 57, and you said you was fine.
It was cold. Yeah, I don't know. My hands were cold. I was wearing gardening gloves. So I had to borrow the Sumter dive team gloves, which did the trick.
Yeah. Man. Well, hell. I'm all motivated for 2025, even though it's not starting off well, at least on the news. But it's starting off well for finding missing people because Sunshine got one, you got one. So I need to get back on the W, man. So we need to definitely hit it hard this next week and see if we can find somebody else. Keep the trend going.
Yeah, I think we need to not jump around as much and spend more time, on one each case, so we can cover it, just cover everything.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see
that
here.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure does.
And, in 2025, we'll help a lot more families out. Do a lot more searching.
Yup. So, other than that, I'll let you get back to it. Just wanted to pick your brain, see if you had anything to say to all the lovely people watching you right now, or listening to you.
Yeah, just, thanks everybody for continuing to watch and support us. And, we're doing our best to keep going. And this 2024 had some ups and downs. Started with a lot more downs, but this year seems to be starting out better. So hopefully we'll keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. What a way to put it. You're so cool. I guess you have to be cool for, how old you are.
Gosh, I'm so old.
You're so old. Are you gray yet? Or are you still, blonde and baby skin and all that nonsense?
No, I'm not quite there, but.
Well, whatever. All right, Dan. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Adam Brown, ladies and gentlemen. My better half that I'm not married to. But, so with that being said, let me go through some of the... Because I haven't done this. I'm all out of whack because, obviously when I'm on the road doing stuff, I want to go live all the time like I've been doing, but now Candace is better, so I can get back out there on the road. So, the schedule, trying to do live streams is always going to be messed up. But we'll see what happens anyways, So I'm going to go through some Facebook messages really quick. And it looks like I don't know how I missed. It looks like somebody just sent this one to me, or somebody sent it to me earlier. I wonder if she was found. I'm gonna Google this really quick, but it looks like Emma Baum. Was she found, or is she missing still? I got a message here, and I saw this thing, but I want to search really. 2 months later, missing Gary woman's family holding out. That was 21 hours ago. So let me show you guys this picture really quick of this lady, and we'll talk about some missing people here for a while. What is this? So Emma Baum, last seen October 10th, 2024. Sadly, this lady, she was pregnant, as you can obviously tell. Lives in Portage, Indiana. She was visiting her boyfriend in Gary, Indiana, where she was last seen. When she disappeared, she was dilated and could have delivered her baby since. Heartbreaking situation. Police said that her boyfriend is in police custody and being held on an unrelated case. Emma is known to wear different hair pieces and wigs, but is naturally a brunette. There's another picture of her. God, that's horrible, man. I wonder what happened to her. I'm going to look into this case a little bit more. We do not go to Indiana. Not that we don't want to, but it's just a drive. But, anything's possible. We can definitely help out where we can. There are other search teams that are closer. But who knows what they're doing, to be honest with you. It's not been charged in connection, disappearance. Well, hell, that sucks. I hate reading stuff like that. It's bad enough people go missing, but then you have a pregnant girl goes missing, families, children, stuff like that. It sucks. Let me see here. Yeah, viewer Christina. If you guys want to send me stuff also, you can also send me Facebook Messenger is the best way to send me messages that I easily check. You can also email them to me. We can go from there. That's about the easiest way you can get a hold of me, to be honest with you, email or Facebook Messenger. But what else do we got going on over here? God, the missing person case. You know, the Sparta, Tennessee, where I found the teenagers. There's a high school coach who went missing. It's been like a year, I think, or so by now. But this is one of those cases. He has to be in this one section. This guy's really irritating me. Pause for 1 second. I am going to forever mute that person. He keeps on spamming over there on Rumble, but he's gone forever. Do not worry about him no more. He was the story goes he was older. I think they talked about maybe dementia was setting in. He was even on camera by his neighbor's Ring cam or something, walking out of his back door, and that was it. And behind his house is a large area of woods, and they've searched. They've had search parties out there, but I don't know what happened. But he has to be out there. Like if he was seen on camera walking out his back door in the direction of the woods, he had to have wandered off back there somewhere and passed away, sadly. And he just hasn't been found yet. And I am really surprised. So I was also thinking about at least going up there and just stomping around in the woods, kind of just doing my own little grid search and see if I come across anything, because it's been about a year now. We're only going to be looking for bones and clothes. But, it's just, it just doesn't, nothing else is screaming at us more than like, yeah, he's out there. But how far could he have traveled before he passed away? How far can you walk in this wooded area without anybody seeing you, and then you succumb to the elements? He's got to be out there. So definitely want to look into that case. I don't even know if anybody's even really looking for this poor guy anymore. He was a basketball coach actually in the area. But definitely going to look for that. Let me see what other kind of notes we got here. Yeah, I was reaching out. I got lots of posts here. And there's that one. Awesome. So, Vesti's bringing up Simon Squibb again. I'm telling you, if he reaches out to me, you're going to be the first person to know. I'm not crossing my fingers. For one, he's not even in the States. Isn't he like a London guy? But let's see, what is it? Maybe he's at another one's under someone's house. I don't know about that, because he would have put off an odor, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I don't know about that one. And he's like, maybe it's you know what? Anything's possible, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens though. There were no search teams before social media was created. I mean, there might have been, but nobody ever heard about it. I'll tell you that. You just had to go by word of mouth. What does it say? Jeremy, you can take that tire off and take it to a tire shop. The problem is taking it off, because it's on our wrecker. Those are big dually wheels, big tires. I don't know how to. I don't know. Maybe it'd be a hell of a work, because it's big tires and big lug nuts and stuff. I'm not sure what the heck to do on that one. But Simon's not in the States either. We know, Simon, you're over there, but at least you're watching me. I'm international. Isn't that cool? How about Summer Wells? The search continues, man. It is cold as cold can be. I'll tell you what, her name's never going to die, though, or disappear, because people are always going to wonder what happened to her. And I think it's going to be another one of those. It was staring at us all in the face the whole time, and we just couldn't prove it. I don't think it's as diabolical as everybody thinks. I think something happened at that house. Panic set in, and her body was disposed of, maybe out of fear, but I think the family knows more than they're saying. Somebody does. I don't think her brothers did it. I don't think I couldn't imagine that it was done deliberately, but I don't know these people personally, so who knows? But it very well could have been one of those things where she was playing, she fell, freak accident, she passes away, family panics because they're not in the best standing with law. You know, they've had their issues. They didn't want to lose their other children. They started thinking crazy, and they just disposed of her in a spot that nobody's looked yet. There's lots of caves around this area. Who knows if she was thrown down a cave that nobody really is it's not documented. Just the locals know about this stuff. I have no idea. Does Mississippi have a lot of missing people? Yeah. I mean, nothing crazy. Like, honestly, you can go to NamUs. We'll just click NamUs right here really quick. Check this out. This is what I like about this thing. Let me see. Where's it at? So if you go to NamUs, dashboards, and then you scroll all the way to the bottom right here, it says missing advanced search. Click that. Currently, there's 25,459 missing people on NamUs. So you want to narrow that down to just Mississippi. So literally, it's cut and dry. When I scroll by it, I think I went by it. Somewhere in here. Here we go. Last known location. We'll just leave cities out. Go down here to Mississippi. There's 193 documented missing people on NamUs. And how many of those could be in vehicles, you say? Well, that's pretty cool because then you can scroll down here to transportation. And only thing we do is we leave all this stuff blank and we go to year and we literally just go after and then select like the earliest vehicle, which is 1875. And so that narrows it down. There's 24 possible results of missing people with vehicles involved from Mississippi. And you can do that in every state. You can narrow it down to vehicles. You can narrow it down. You have tag numbers. You can type in some clothes, all that stuff. You can type in city. Like, let's go to Memphis. Select that. Apparently, there is no documented cases in Memphis of missing people in vehicles. But we can get rid of the transportation, and that's got to be a glitch. Wait, that's Tennessee. What am I doing? I feel so stupid now. Back up. I know you guys are calling me out on it right now in the chat. Biloxi. How do you spell that? Oh my gosh, I am showing. Biloxi? Oh my gosh, you guys need to help me out, dude. I feel stupid. But either way, you feel me? Wow, the stupid just came out of me. Did you see it? Like, luckily all you saw was the screen, but I really thought Memphis was in Mississippi. Nailed it. But yeah, NamUs is super easy to use. It's super free, and you don't even, like, you just go on and start using it. And there's lots of cases on there where people have the case has been solved, but they haven't updated. Biloxi. Okay, Biloxi. Okay, geez. Yeah, I was way the hell off. No wonder. But I'm actually okay. I don't know if you guys are curious or not. So let's do that now. B-I-L. There it is. There are 9 missing people in Biloxi, Mississippi. Now let's go down here just for the hell of it. After, let's go down here to 18. There's 1 case involving a vehicle. Let's go check it out. Let's go to the gallery. And then you go all the way over here, and there's a 77-year-old. Well, he's missing. That's how old he was when he went missing. May 16th, 2005. If he is alive, he's 97 years old right now. Date of last contact, 2005. Physical description, very vague. Regular cut, gray hair. And I guess the car he's See, here's the thing about this case. Like, you go down here to the transportation, he's like, oh, he's missing an 87 Cadillac blue. You got the tag number, all this stuff. Then comments, lots of times you'll come across these where it says vehicle was found abandoned or vehicle was found, you know, burned up or something like that. This one says, has since been retitled to a Louise Jordan, an acquaintance of the reporting person. So I guess this vehicle somehow is related to the case, but he is not missing in the car. So some of these cases, even though it says you're missing in a vehicle, don't take, like, make sure you do your investigation deeper, because sometimes the car has been located, but he hasn't. So that's what we're looking at on that one. Make sense? Let's see what's going on up here. Most alerts are on foot. Most alerts I see are on foot. Memphis is on the border of Mississippi. I saw a post on YouTube today about son kept his father in a freezer for 4 years. Creepy. There's lots of weird out there, man. Well, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Wanted to give you guys an update on Tommy Lee, and I think, you know, Adam and Jason are obviously on a tear. They're leaving me in the wind, but don't you worry. This year, we're going to make a difference. We're going to help families, and we're going to do what we can with what we got. Hopefully, you know, I keep harping about how do nonprofits get funding, all that stuff. And, man, I'm right in the middle of talking. Stupid rainbow. Okay. Like I said, how do these nonprofits get funding, all this stuff? Well, the first thing I was thinking is having success stories. Do you guys actually even know what the hell you're doing? Is this just a ploy? Why do you even have a nonprofit, all that stuff? Well, this is the reason we have a nonprofit, is so we can take it to the next level. We can be official. We can get these corporate donations that only donate to 501c3s. We want to get on the radar of these big time search and rescue, search and recovery nonprofit. We got Cajun United Navy. We got Samaritan's Purse. We got so many amazing nonprofits out there that are so established, and it is possible to collaborate with other nonprofits. It happens all the time. Nonprofits get together, they team up, they learn from each other, they help each other. But with these success stories, we can prove, like, we're not blowing smoke up your rear. We literally want to help, and we actually kind of know some things. You know, are we professional? Are we not? What's the definition? I'm not too sure, but we are dedicated and have a passion, and we do have a track record of finding missing people. Several last year, I found several solo. I've teamed up with other search teams and located missing people. We are making a difference, and hopefully somebody out there with deep pockets is going to notice that and get us the funding we need. But not begging, we got what we need to stay afloat and dive. I think that's really all that matters, and everything that comes in the future is just gravy on our biscuits. Know what I'm saying? Other than that, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And let's do it again. I'd like to give you guys a confirmed date, but who knows what the future holds. So tentatively, I don't know. Be looking for that notification. Other than that, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you all the next time.